friends and neighbors, thank you kindly for coming out today. It does my heart good to see so many of you here, gathered in good spirit and health. Now, I've come to speak not of gadgets or gimmicks, nor of miracle cures sold from the back of wagons, but of something as old as the hills and twice as steady. I'm talking about balance, that quiet partner in every step we take. You see, as the years add up, our footing doesn't quite feel the same. We may find ourselves reaching for the arm of a chair or eyeing the rug as though it's plotting against us. But let me tell you plain, just because we're older doesn't mean we're bound to be unsteady. The single leg stand is one of the most powerful yet simplest exercises for improving balance, especially for those over the age of 70. As we age, our muscles naturally weaken, reflexes slow down, and joints become stiffer. This can make everyday tasks, from stepping into the shower to walking on uneven ground, feel more challenging. The fear of falling becomes very real, and often that fear leads people to move less, which ironically makes their balance worse. The single leg stand breaks this cycle. It's an easy, low-impact way to start rebuilding balance from the ground up, and it can be done almost anywhere with no special equipment. To perform the exercise, all that's needed is a sturdy chair or countertop nearby for support. You begin by standing tall with your feet hip-width apart, shoulders relaxed, then slowly lift one foot an inch or two off the ground. The goal is to hold that position for at least 10 seconds to start. It's perfectly fine to keep one hand resting lightly on the chair for stability, especially in the beginning. Once you've held the position for a comfortable amount of time, you gently lower your foot and switch to the other leg. Over time, as your muscles adapt and strengthen, you'll find yourself able to hold the pose longer, and perhaps even without needing to hold on at all. What makes this exercise especially effective is how it trains the small stabilizer muscles around the ankles, knees, and hips. These muscles are often neglected, but are crucial for keeping you upright when you trip, slip, or shift your weight unexpectedly. It also activates your core muscles, the ones in your abdomen and lower back, which are essential for balance and posture. And perhaps just as important, the single leg stand builds something less visible but deeply vital: confidence. With each day you practice, you regain a sense of control over your body. That mental boost makes a world of difference. Another benefit is its adaptability. You can begin holding onto a chair, then gradually challenge yourself by letting go. You can practice near a counter or even while brushing your teeth, turning daily moments into balance training. You don't need to change clothes, drive to a gym, or follow a complicated routine. Just a few minutes each day adds up. This one exercise may seem small, but it's mighty. When done consistently, it helps reduce the risk of falls, improves posture, and makes walking and other daily tasks feel more secure. Especially for people over 70, regaining balance isn't about doing hard workouts. It's about doing smart, simple ones like this, that quietly build strength and stability from the inside out. The single leg stand is not only a balance booster, it's a lifeline to greater independence and peace of mind. When it comes to improving balance and strength after 70, consistency and simplicity matter far more than intensity. It's a common misconception that in order to get results, you have to push yourself to extremes, breaking a sweat, straining muscles, or completing long and complicated routines. In truth, especially as we grow older, it's the small, steady efforts that bring about the greatest change. Gentle exercises done regularly can restore balance, build strength, and increase confidence without putting unnecessary stress on the body. Simplicity makes exercise accessible. When a routine is easy to understand and doesn't require special equipment or long sessions, it's more likely to become part of daily life. Many older adults feel overwhelmed by gym settings or by exercises that look too complicated or risky. But a simple movement like rising from a chair or standing on one foot, when practiced consistently, can be just as effective as anything found in a fitness class. These straightforward movements mirror real life activities, which means the benefits carry over directly into everyday living. The real key is consistency. A few minutes each day is better than an hour once a week. It's the regular repetition that builds muscle memory, coordination, and strength. Just like watering a plant, small doses delivered steadily have a lasting impact. Missing a few days won't erase your progress, but making it a habit ensures that improvements build over time. Consistency trains the brain and the body to work together more smoothly, which is especially important when it comes to preventing falls. Simplicity also allows for better focus on form and breathing. When exercises are too intense or too complex, we often rush through them or do them improperly, which can lead to injury. Slower, more thoughtful movements improve not only physical stability, but also mental awareness. Many people over 70 find that simple, repeated exercises not only strengthen the body, but bring a sense of calm and clarity. They help reduce stress and improve mood, which are added benefits to physical health. What's more, gentle, simple routines are more sustainable. You can practice balance while brushing your teeth, waiting for the kettle to boil, or during television commercials. No need to change clothes or carve out large chunks of time. That kind of integration into daily life turns exercise into a natural, expected part of the day, not a chore. In the end, it's not about doing the most in the shortest amount of time. It's about building a quiet rhythm of movement into your life. Those simple movements, repeated day by day, become a foundation for greater strength, better posture, and safer steps. So don't underestimate the power of simplicity, and never doubt the value of showing up each day, even for just a few minutes. It's that steady, gentle effort that makes all the difference. In addition to the single leg stand, there are 3 other simple yet powerful exercises that can help older adults stay strong, steady, and confident in their movements. Heel-to-toe, walking, sit-to-stand exercises, and side leg raises. Each of these targets different muscle groups and challenges balance in a unique way, making them excellent additions to a daily routine for anyone over 70 looking to stay active and independent. The first is the heel-to-toe walk. This exercise may seem simple, but it's one of the most effective ways to improve coordination and sharpen balance. To do it, you simply walk forward in a straight line, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other, as if walking on a tightrope. This movement forces your body to adjust to a narrower base of support, which strengthens your stabilizer muscles and improves your sense of body position. It's also an excellent way to train your brain and body to work together more efficiently. Doing this walk along a hallway or near a counter where you can grab on if needed is a great way to start. Even a few steps a day can lead to noticeable improvements in balance. Next comes the sit-to-stand exercise, which is exactly what it sounds like. Rising from a seated position to a standing one, and then sitting back down without using your hands if possible. This movement mimics one of the most common actions of daily life, and yet many people don't realize how much strength and coordination it requires. Practicing this exercise regularly strengthens the thighs, hips, and core muscles, all of which play a crucial role in mobility and fall prevention. It also helps maintain independence because being able to stand up from a chair or toilet without help is one of the key factors in staying self-sufficient as we age. Finally, there are side leg raises, which work the often overlooked muscles along the outer hips and thighs. These muscles help with side-to-side movement and keep us stable when shifting our weight or walking on uneven surfaces. To perform the exercise, stand behind a chair and hold it lightly for support. Then, slowly lift one leg out to the side, keeping your upper body straight, and lower it back down. It's a small movement, but it's incredibly effective for strengthening hip muscles that contribute to overall balance. As you get stronger, you may find you can do the exercise without holding on at all. These 3 exercises, heel-to-toe walk, sit-to-stand, and side leg raises, require no special equipment and can be done in the comfort of your own home. Together, they form a well-rounded approach to balance and strength that supports better posture, reduces the risk of falls, and improves confidence. Practiced daily, They offer a simple yet powerful way to stay strong and steady well into your later years. Balance is not something that disappears overnight, and more importantly, it is not something that is gone forever. Even in our later years, well past 70 or even 80, balance can be rebuilt. It's a common belief that losing balance is simply part of aging, an inevitable decline that can't be stopped. But that's only part of the story. While it's true that muscles weaken, reflexes slow, and joints stiffen over time, the body also has an incredible capacity to adapt, relearn, and grow stronger when given the chance. With patience, consistency, and the right kinds of movement, anyone, at any age, can improve their balance and feel more secure on their feet. The first step is believing it's possible. Too often, older adults give up on physical improvement, thinking, "I'm too old to get better." But that's simply not true. Medical research and real life experience both show that balance, strength, and coordination can improve with regular, targeted practice. It may take a little longer, and progress might be slower than it was in youth, but improvement absolutely happens. Whether it's regaining confidence to walk without a cane, getting up from a chair more easily, or simply feeling more steady in the kitchen or garden, rebuilding balance brings real and noticeable benefits. The beauty of balance training is that it starts small. You don't need to join a gym or perform difficult workouts. Gentle, thoughtful exercises done consistently at home can spark change. Standing on one foot while holding onto the back of a chair, walking heel-to along the hallway, or doing controlled sit-to and repetitions from a firm chair are all examples of movements that rebuild strength and stability. These exercises don't just train muscles. They reawaken the nervous system, helping your brain and body communicate better and react more quickly to changes in position. Rebuilding balance also strengthens confidence. One of the greatest risks to older adults isn't the fall itself, it's the fear of falling. That fear can lead people to move less, stay seated more, and lose even more strength. But as balance improves, so does assurance. Every little gain, whether it's walking more steadily or being able to stand without assistance, helps to restore independence. And that independence, in turn, brings peace of mind. There is also no timeline or expiration date on progress. Whether someone has been inactive for months or years, or has just begun to notice changes in steadiness, it's never too late to begin. The body responds to movement at any age. Improvement may be gradual, but it is real and lasting. All it takes is a little time each day, a bit of encouragement, and the willingness to try. So no matter your age, remember, balance can be rebuilt. It's not about turning back the clock, it's about moving forward with strength, confidence, and purpose. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward steadier ground. A positive, encouraging outlook can make a tremendous difference when it comes to improving balance and staying active in later life. While physical exercises like the single, leg stand or heel-to walk are essential, the mindset behind those movements is just as important. Our attitude toward aging, movement, and our own capabilities often determines how far we're willing to go and how much we're able to improve. When we believe in ourselves, when we trust that change is possible and progress is within reach, we're far more likely to stick with helpful routines and reap the benefits of our efforts. Many older adults are quick to doubt their own ability to improve. They may say, "I'm too old for this," or "I used to be strong, but not anymore," and with that, they put a ceiling on their own potential. But when a person shifts their thinking, even slightly, from defeat to hope, remarkable things begin to happen. That shift might start with a small win, holding a balance pose for 5 seconds longer than yesterday, or standing up from a chair without needing to push off with the hands. Each of these little moments builds confidence, and that confidence builds momentum. Encouragement, both from others and from within, plays a key role. A supportive word from a friend, a family member, or even a kind stranger can uplift someone's spirit and remind them that they're not alone in their journey. Just as importantly, learning to encourage ourselves, to speak kindly to our bodies, to celebrate progress rather than criticize shortcomings, creates a strong foundation for lasting improvement. When someone approaches exercise with patience and positivity, they're far more likely to keep going, even when results take time. A positive outlook also helps shift focus away from what's been lost and toward what's still possible. Yes, balance may have declined over the years, but the ability to improve is still very much alive. That kind of thinking transforms a daily exercise routine from a chore into a personal triumph. It turns a few minutes of movement into an act of self-respect and determination. Even setbacks are easier to handle with an encouraging mindset. Everyone has days when they feel stiff, tired, or discouraged, but positivity reminds us that these days are temporary and that every effort, no matter how small, matters. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Ultimately, a positive attitude strengthens more than just the body. It strengthens the spirit. It makes us more resilient, more hopeful, and more open to change. And when we approach our health with that kind of energy, we create space for real, lasting growth. Whether it's a first step toward better balance or a continued journey to stay steady, a positive and encouraging outlook lights the way forward. It reminds us that improvement is not only possible, it's well within reach.